Gundam.tk presents Double O Riser. Hey everybody, it's Robert184 from Gundam.tk and welcome to my review of the SD Super Deformed Double O Riser. This is a 2009 kit and it takes the already existing SD Double O Gundam and adds in the O Riser. And it sells for 1,000 yen, or about $10. For the box tour, you can see that the O Riser is piloted by King Arthur himself, according to Soulbro on the Gundam podcast, which you should be checking out, and sit an FCA in the Double O Riser, take off the wings, put them on the sides, and you get the Double O Riser. And in addition to that, you're also going to get the ability to change from the swords to the rifle mode, and you get pink gimmick parts here. And you also get a few different lame mode options, including the fighter mode. So you can't put the shields on the forms, but you can put the Double O Riser wings. You get, yes, that's bird mode, and surfboard mode, or rider mode as they like to call it. Bandai please do this every time, but they show you how it will look completely unpainted if you just build it, and I think it looks really good with the colors on the Double O Riser, the pink gimmicks on the beam swords, and then they're going to show you some of the details here. But overall, when you're looking at it, you're also going to be able to attach a action base 2 to this, and especially if you get the green one, you get the GN particle effect, and you really see the width there once you've got the O Riser on. And don't forget that you can complement it by buying the SD Gundam Exia, which does not look anywhere near this good unpainted. As for the manual, in addition to a cool cover shot which really shows off the Double O Riser's width, you're going to be able to open it up and find out all the different original gimmicks that it includes, including bird mode, rider mode, fighter mode, etc., which look pretty ridiculous overall. Details on how to transform it. As far as plates go, you're going to get an A1, A2 plate, a B plate, and a C plate. And the C plate is the new one here. In this case, it's the Double O Riser. Directions, and then 3 pages on how to put it together. And this will take next to no time whatsoever to put together. And then it shows you some good color pictures on poses you can do and all the different gimmicks that you can pull off. As far as parts go, once you put it together, you're actually going to get a fair bit of them, so you're getting a fair bit of value, it feels like, for the 1,000 yen. So starting at the bottom, you've got legs and feet here that I've kept attached to the waist, a waist skirt, the chest, the arms and shoulders are one piece that you attach the engines onto. You're also going to get the shield. As far as the Double O Riser parts, you're going to get the main body, 2 wings over there, and if you take a look over here, you're also going to get rifle parts, the end of the swords, which you change into the shield, or into the rifle mode, and the beam effect parts. Despite the ridiculously limited part count, there are a lot more posability with this than I expected. With the legs, you're actually able to bend them out a little bit, and bend that all the way up, and it will still stay on, though it wants to fall off a little bit, and you just put that back on. And it's the same thing with the ankles. There, you can see it's high over here, but it's low on the inside, and that allows you to bend the ankle all the way in. So surprisingly good mobility with the legs. This whole waist section is one part that I've lined with gray, except for the red jewel, so I'm glad they didn't do a sticker for that. Now the chest could have included some red down here, but it didn't, and they also don't give you a sticker. You put 2 yellow stickers on here though, and this is not a sticker, it's a white part. And the arms are attached on by putting them into this poly cap over on the side. The arms are slightly disappointing, just a ball joint here, and this is built into the shoulder, but it can move around and rotate. But as far as the arms themselves, these are just one piece, so there's no elbow movement, though you are able to spin it around at the wrist. Of course, the GN drives are the real highlight, and you just post this onto the peg here, and there's a ball joint there, so you're able to bring them forward for defense mode, put them backwards when it's thrusting off, and just keep them off the side to make them look cool. And what's really important is that these are clean parts in there, you don't have to paint them yourself. But SD Gundams live and die by their head, and the Double O Gundam does a great job with it. Clear parts over here, and you're going to put a sticker under that, even though this is a very lightly tinted green anyway. And the most important thing, and the thing that they should do everywhere, is make this gray. And I know on the 1/100th Exia, etc., that's not gray, it's white, and you have to do it yourself if you want to make it look good, but they do it for you here. The eyes are a big set of stickers across the front, and this is actually gold stickers around the antenna, so you're going to have to put that on well if you want to make it look good. On here you get this, again, slightly green clear part, and underneath you put on the red jewel, and that has some writing and marking on it, and I thought about painting this red, but I decided that it looks pretty good overall. The shield here detaches, but of course the big disappointment of this is the fact that this is blue and this is also blue when it should be white. So you're going to have to paint that up if you want to make it look any good. However, you're not able to attach this onto the forearm, so you're not able to use it as sort of the slashing Wolverine claws, so you're probably not going to use it anyway. Now here's something that you're going to laugh at, and rightfully so. You have this one part which is just a solid gray part for the base of the shield or the sword, and this is also ugly gray. And I thought that together they actually look terrible. So even though I never paint, I decided that I was going to do something different with this. So I was too cheap to go out and buy an air gun or anything like that, so I just bought a can of white spray paint, and in this case ivory was the closest one they had. However, where I made my big mistake is if you look here, there's a cross here, and this is supposed to have a cross piece at the bottom. But when I was spraying this, I attached a clamp onto here so that I could spray it, and what did it end up doing? Well, it ended up mangling this cross here so that I couldn't put it inside. So what I ended up doing is just cutting this off, and then I just use silly putty to attach it together and switch it between sword and rifle. So of course the lesson is, if you're going to paint, paint properly, and be careful that you're not pinching off anything important. Now the blue sticky tack down there looks horrible, but the pink effect parts do not, and I think they really make the 00 riser look a lot sharper. But again, if this was all gray, it actually looked bad enough that I didn't want to put it in its hands. So if you do paint, it might not be a bad idea. The body of the O-riser itself has a silver seal underneath and a clear orange part that you put on top that I think looks pretty good. Otherwise it's just stickers, and I put on some gray lining. The wings are just a fat solid part of white, and basically you're going to put blue stickers on this end and this end, giving it the blue effect. But at least they give you stickers, and this is one blue separate part. You may win on seniority now, but just wait till I'm the 00 Gundam in the movie.